Hey everybody, just a short video here wrapping up the 4 Warmoth builds. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, so after the Jazzmaster Murphy's Law guitar, kind of experienced a little assembly fatigue, if you will, so I'm working on the short scale jazz bass now, and just kind of winging it with this one. I have a little fun with it, I hope, and I'm just using stuff out of the garage that I had, and just use a semi-gloss black spray Rust-Oleum, and the paint job came out horrible. This paint takes a little longer to cure and dry. It's got a lot of dust and specks in it, but what I'm going to do is just sand it lightly, and I'm going to do a satin finish on it. But before I do that, I was going to do a little elementary stenciling, a little grade school fun, and just have a little art fun with it. So I'm just kind of wing it. Like I said, got a little burnout after the Jazzmaster debacle, but we'll see how this goes. I'll try to keep this video a little shorter. So that's it. That's where we're at, and just kind of wing this one pretty quickly here. All right, just kind of using some old, probably 20-year-old folk art paint that I had, and just craft paint, basically water-based. And I'm gonna try my hand at stenciling here. Could be a mess, most likely will be. Kind of like some of the guys did back in the 60s and 70s. I think a lot of guys, George Harrison and those guys, painted their guitars. But anywho, I'm just gonna kind of wing it here. Using a really tiny brush and real fine brush and just some stencils, and see what happens. I don't know. Okay, after a very lousy paint job and maybe 6 or 7 or 8 evolutions of sanding out runs here and there in both paint and the clear coat, I think I got the body in a pretty good looking condition. I got some goofy stencils on it, frog and a lizard, and just gonna put standard Fender electronics in it, and we'll get a neck on it and string it up and see how it turns out. But again, this is just a fun project. Well, for this segment here, my camcorder was not recording to the SD card, so I'm kind of winging it with my phone, and hopefully video quality will be okay. Anyway, excuse me, just finishing up the electronics here. The output jack that came with the Fender pots was a little short because this is routed in the rear of the body, so the thickness of the wood is probably 5 times thicker than a pickguard, so I had to just get a deeper output jack, and it looks like it should just about fit. So I'm just going to solder this in, and then flip it over and screw all the pots in. So got a little melt going here. Okay, looks pretty good. Okay, so I just realized as I was putting the pots in, those two are, the shaft threads on them are a little shorter to get through the wood here. But so I'm removing the last nut on there, so I get a little more thread depth, and they just barely make it through, just enough to get a real thin washer and the nut on the other side. but looks like they'll work. So just a oops, didn't realize that was going to happen. Anyway, we're getting there. All right, I think I got everything soldered and wired, hopefully okay. And it's kind of nice working with a back route for a change. I'm not trying to get all the wires under a pick guard and get them to lay flat. So anyway, it looks like this is coming together here. Hopefully. Never know till we plug it in. If I can ditch this. I won't bore you while I'm putting these in here. Okay. Nice. Warmoth did a recessed panel here, which came with the body. And I think I mentioned earlier this paint job was pretty lousy. They literally did probably 6 or 7 touch-ups. So it's not perfect. It's going to be one of those guitars. It's not going to be in any shows. And I think I got some custom knobs I might look cool on here. I'm going to dig them out, put them on, we'll get the bridge on and neck and strings and see what shakes out when we fire it up. Okay, got the bridge on and I'm going to just pop on the neck here, which I fitted in before. It looks good. It's a Warmoth neck, short scale bass, and I got a custom neck plate for it from Philadelphia Luthier Tools. So we'll get this on here momentarily. Too many issues, hopefully. All right. Let me get one screw in it. Things going here. All right, looking good. All right, I'll get the other 3 in. Okay, so got the neck on, and I try to get a little bit of what it looks like here. The satin black, a roasted maple neck, and like I said, the paint job, please, quite a bit to be desired. My first spray job here, but there's this cans. You know, the cheap body was 130 bucks. So that's it in a nutshell. We get some strings on it and test pickups and see how it looks, and some knobs. Okay, folks, I'm recording on my phone here, so please excuse any abnormalities or lopsidedness. Anyway, finished the Zeta bass or Z bass from Warmoth, and it came out kind of okay for doing it in my backyard, and got most of the dust and runs out of it with a little extra sanding and patience. But satin black, standard Fender pickups and controls and stuff. Knobs are from Q Parts. They're black chrome with the purple like abalone or marble inlay, and goofy stencils I did, and neon strings, roasted maple neck from Warmoth. It's a short scale, and then chrome tuners, and custom neck plate by Philadelphia Luthier Tools. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Nothing fancy as far as controls are concerned, but that's it. Got the other builds that I started with here behind me. This little, like, kind of like a mini series, and it was a good ride. I'd done the originally did the cherry stained hybrid Telly, which was a nice, it's probably my favorite guitar that I did earlier. and then I did these 4. So I was getting my feet wet with building, and they're all pretty much standard Fender pickups and controls. Just the bodywork and staining and paint is different, you know, something kind of unique. The only one that's got different pickups is the purple Strat on the right there. Has the Porter H90s, and then in the middle it's got a DiMarzio double rail humbucker, single coil size in the middle. And so really happy with the way they came out, and it was a good ride. I hope you guys and ladies enjoyed watching. And I got one more build I'm going to do kind of in my spare time, and it's another hybrid Telecaster, but I'm going to put a baritone neck on this one, and then mix up the pickups a little bit. I'm going to try maybe hooking up 2 single coils in parallel, and just see what I have laying around, and the extra pieces I have an extra bridge, and kind of wing it and see what shakes out. But we'll catch you on that video, but I'm going to wrap up the 4. This will be the final video for the 4 builds. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in below. And we'll take it from there. Thanks again, everybody, for stopping in. Take it easy.